Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
me.
Okay, this is your sign. You
Yes.
are running for state assembly. Now, I think last time you were here, you were running for Stanislaus County Fair Board, correct?
I was appointed to Fairboard
Appointed,
by Jerry
okay.
Brown. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So the
Looks
governor
good.
has to appoint you. It does look good. Oh, there we go. We'll pull it over here. There. Hey. Oh, you know what? I forgot to take off my glasses, so I'm looking all studious tonight. All right. I have seen these around town. I've actually seen some very large ones on the corners of some of the intersections. So congratulations for getting those put up.
Thank you.
Why run for state assembly?
For many reasons.
Go ahead and hand me a flyer. I'll hold
Sure.
that up too while you're
Thank
talking.
you.
There we go.
For many reasons, I think Central Valley, I think Assembly District 12's interests are not looked after for all these years by elected officials, and I think Sacramento is not paying, attention to what we are looking for or, what our needs are. So that, I am always concerned about, that we are, I strongly believe that we are ignored in Sacramento. So I think
Why do you think that is? I hear a lot of people say that about Central Valley, whether they're running for office in Merced or Stanislaus County or even San Joaquin County. Why is it that the Central Valley is kind of like the forgotten child of California?
Look at, where we are. I mean, look at the economic development. I mean, we are way behind. Let's compare Central Valley with San Francisco. Let's compare Central Valley with Los Angeles. I mean, just simply, unemployment rate, and I know, in Stanislaus County is 13.1.
I think that's being pretty conservative
That is-
too, yeah.
Yes, and so is in San Joaquin County. It's close to 13%. If you look at the poverty rate, that is 24%. I mean, when was the last time we built a good industry that created so many jobs? So if you look at the track record for last 10 years or so, I don't think, and I strongly believe that I don't think we are making progress. I mean, and that concerned me, as a citizen, that concerned me as a local leader, that concerned me as a father of two young, kids, that, I think it's time for us to analyze where we are heading. For that reason, we need a good, strong leadership that will be able to communicate, because it's all about communication, to communicate and educate the other assembly members, in Sacramento, to educate them that this is what we need. Development should go on in this region, so is in other regions too. I am all for development, but I don't like when we get behind. And honestly, I mean, we are way behind. It's going to take time to catch up, but we need to start.
Your background is in agriculture, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, tell me a little bit about that, because are you a farmer or are you more at the developmental state of agriculture as far as infrastructure to help agriculture be moved from one place to another? Tell me a little bit about that.
Good. Thank you. Thank you for asking me. I was going to bring that up because, when it comes to ag, that is my background. Born and raised in farming family. That's my background. My master's and doctorate is in agricultural economics. So I've been to school for so many years, learned a lot, and got my master's and doctorate in agricultural economics. I work for Stanislaus County Department of Agriculture. And also I teach agriculture at CSU Stanislaus. So, being as a farmer, born and raised in farming family, your educational background, work for Department of Agriculture, teach agriculture to students, that is my background, and also, I mean, we all know ag is the backbone of our economy. you know, I think we should or we must promote and protect agriculture.
Well, when you talk about moving forward with industry and basically jobs, how do you see your background and agriculture being our backbone here in the Central Valley, moving us forward without destroying it?
Yes, many ways. Let's talk. This is one of my goal. This is one of my priority. Promote and protect agriculture. So let me define what am I talking about.
Okay.
Right. So when I say promote and protect, right? Promote is whatever we grow, we need to look for markets. And we do have markets, but we need to explore more markets because before you grow, you should have a market, right? I mean, that's
Or else
how-
you've got a bushel of something that you can't sell.
True. And before you grow, you should, we should do all the calculations that if we grow this commodity, this is the marketing, this is the price, and you know what it costs to grow that, all the fixed and variable expenses, and then the bottom line, this is what you will get, and this is when you market, this is the price you are going to get. So the difference will be what goes in your pocket as a profit, what goes in your pocket for reinvestment, So I think we should look for markets. That's number one. Number two, we should help farmers. We should educate farmers. I mean, they work hard. I mean, I strongly believe the growers, the farmers, I mean, they are, the hard working individuals, right? We should educate them with that, well, these are the markets. I mean, there are many foreign markets. What I do for Stanislaus County, anything goes out, any ag product, any ag commodity goes out from Stanislaus County to any third country, that goes through me. And there are other few inspectors. We work in same program in export. So if you like to ship almonds to China, or if you like to ship almonds to Taiwan, I am the one who knows what are the requirements, right? And based on those requirements, looking at your product, I will say, well, it does meet requirements of Australia, or if it does meet requirements of China, and if it doesn't, then I am going to help you where, this is what you need to do, because before you ship 44,000 pounds, that's what fits in one container. You are talking about easy kind of $200,000. So before you ship your shipment, I like to make sure it does meet requirement. That way we don't have any issues when it hits the customs in third country. So that is my background. That's exactly what I'm talking about, to promote agriculture, right? We are the 6th largest county in California, 6th largest. We go back and forth with Merced. Sometimes we are number 5, they are 6. Sometimes we are 6, they are number 5. This is how big we are when it comes to agriculture. So if that is kind of your backbone, then we should and we must, protect that, your backbone, right? If you look at the Stanislaus County agricultural crop report, $4 billion, almost $4 billion. That's what we produced and we sold. I mean, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's just not $4 billion. It's like, direct and indirect jobs.
Sure.
That's
a lot of jobs.
a lot of families are dependent. I mean, that's how they bring food to table. So in that sense, I think it's leaders' responsibility to protect this
Well,
profession too.
what is the biggest difference between you and your opponent? What separates the two of you so that people can look at her name and look at your name and say, okay, this is the one that I want to vote for because this is what they stand for?
Loud and clear. I mean, the difference is, to me and to whoever I talk with, is crystal clear. I mean, you look at both of us. I mean, Kristen Olson, she's my opponent, and she's a good person. and I always thank her for her public service. I mean, look, in politics, you compete with each other, and that's fine because competition brings the best out of both candidates, and it's good for everyone else too.
It sure is.
So we are not enemies, but what is the difference? Difference is, uh, what is done in last 4 years that, you know, she can say, well, this is what I did and it helped everyone. I want to know that. Help me to understand because I keep close eyes, on bills. I keep close eye on, what's going on in this region. So, I don't see anything, right? Now, what are my goals, right? What is the difference in between us? My goal is that these are my priorities, economic development. I would like to know from Ms. Olson, please help us to understand what did she do in last 4 years as a legislator. When I say as a legislator, she's my assembly member too, and I respect that, right? But in last 4 years, what are her achievements? Let's talk about that. Let's be open. Let's have debate, open debate. This is what was done, and because of my efforts, because of my hard work, let me give you example. This is what I did. Honestly, I don't see any, right? So when I look at the last 4 years of track record, based on that, I don't see much done for this region, and that's why I get worried. I like her. I respect her, and again, as I said, thanks to Kristen for her public service, but I like to know the achievements. This is all about what is achieved.
Well, since you have not been in the assembly
Right.
yet, we don't know what your achievements are in the assembly, but can you tell us what your achievements have been over the last 4 years, either at serving as a professor or as a Stanislaus County Fair Board director? What is your pedigree, so to speak, that we can look at for the last 4 years?
Let's start with, because I've been elected many times. I've been in many leadership positions, so I'm going to talk one by one.
Okay.
Right? So let's talk about Turlock Unified School District. I am a trustee, and I don't take credit for that, but we work together, and now we have a balanced budget. I mean, I think that is achievement, but it's done by all the school board members, but again, it's working together. My point is, it's working together with other school board members, with the management. We are not in rent, right? I mean, proposition passed. We have a lot more funding. It's local control. Enrollment went up. But all these good things happen because of a good leadership, a good management. So that's fair. I mean, talk to anyone. I mean, everyone was so excited and happy about fair last time. But again, I don't take credit for that because there are other fair board members too. My point is, what I'm trying to get across to your viewers, my point is, it's working together, right? It's working together with everyone, and it's listening to everyone. So that is, I mean, there is no state funding for fair. We don't have any funding.
I know.
I mean, it's
How's
tough.
that going to work out this year?
Oh, great. I mean, the way fair is managed by fair board members and the CEO, Chris, I think we are in a lot better shape. And your neighbors, Stockton, San Joaquin County, those guys are not going to have fair. So that shows the leadership, that we are still going to have fair, and this year will be a lot better than last year. And again, this is, working together, that's one. Two, being creative. If you don't have funding from state, you have to come up with funding, right?
If it's going to happen, you've got to figure out how to
Right.
make it happen.
But we must have fair because this is a family fun thing. I've been to fair almost every single year and I enjoyed. I've been there every single day. So we are going to have fair, and that is because of leadership, right? Municipal Advisory Council. This is my third term as a Municipal Advisory Council member. So
Oh, in Keys,
in
right?
Keys,
Yes,
I
okay.
live in.
So you're serving on the MAC.
Right. So
Yeah.
I live in great town of Keys.
Big shout out for Keys.
Yes. Hey, that's my town. I'm so proud of Keys, and I love everyone in Keys. I mean,
It's a beautiful town.
It's the best town, not beautiful. The
The
best
best.
town. Yes. So again, when you get elected third time, that means, people trust you.
Sure.
That means people respect you. That means people believe in you. So that is the third time. And, again, we are always open to listening to everyone. And whatever the ideas or suggestion we get from people, we analyze. We take it to County Supervisor Vito Chiesa because we are ears and eyes of
Right.
County Supervisor.
Yep.
We are the advisory council. So any issues, bring it to us. We are going to listen and we are going to analyze, and then to best of our knowledge, right, we are going to give that suggestion to County Supervisor.
Well, it sounds like you've had plenty of experience as far as listening to the citizens and then taking it to the next level.
Always. And that's a good habit. That is the best habit. Always.
No matter where you find yourself,
Oh,
right?
yes, yes.
Well, we are just about out of time, but I want to let people know. Let's see, there's your sign there. Okay, tell us,
Looks
are
good.
you on? It does look good. And, I can see it from about a block away. So that's nice. Sometimes signs get a little lost, but I can see these on the corners of the intersections so that you chose great lettering and everything so people can see that. Are you on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay.
We are on Facebook. We are on Twitter. But please allow me. Directly, I would like to talk to the viewers. And again, thank you for listening. Thank you for having me on this show. And all I ask is, please look at my website. It's one word, Harinder Grewal for assembly.com. Again, one word, Harinder Grewal for assembly.com. And it will take you just maybe a few minutes. If you go on my website, that will give you all the information who I am, because you need to know who I am, why you should vote for me, why you should trust me, and that will also educate you what are my goals. My goals are to grow economy, because I strongly believe if we need to do better, we need to grow economy. We need to create jobs, and we need to invest in infrastructure. If you look at your roads, if you look at your bridges, we are in a very bad shape. Let's be honest about that. As a school board member, I think the best thing we can do to our community is invest in public education. I strongly believe in that. My son and daughter, they are, out of school. They had at CSU Stanislaus. But if we need to build our future, and I mean it from bottom of my heart, if we need to build our future of this country, my future, your future, then I think we should invest in classroom, because we can't afford to be number 26 or 27 in world when it comes to science or math. We can't afford to. I mean, you are not going to be a nation of innovations. We are not going to be number one nation in world if we are number 27 or number 26. So we need to invest in public education. I believe in that. I am an educator too. I teach at CSU Stanislaus, so I know a lot more about education. And then, as I said, let's promote and protect agriculture. I strongly believe, and I want to say this loud and clear to everyone, I think we should protect our ag land. I mean it. And two, if we need to protect agriculture, then we need to make sure that, we start building dams. That's one way to be sustainable, because if you don't have water, to irrigate your plants, that, production will go down, production goes down, it will hurt the industry. You are not going to have product to process, and then jobs, right? So
Yep.
lot more
One thing
goals.
leads to another.
But again, please, my website, Harinder Grewal for assembly.com. Anytime, feel free to call me, 209-620-2500, 209-620-2500. That's my cell number. I am always available. And, please bless me, I will do whatever it takes to listen and help everyone. Again, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you soon. That's it. We're out of here. I'm Athens Abell, on watch for you. Don't forget to vote tomorrow. Good night.